There's conflict. Let me ask you a question. When a woman goes to the market and a man goes to the market to buy, you see their differences even in their purchase. Before a man goes to the market, he knows exactly what he wants. He has settled it in his mind. I'm going to get a gray shirt or a blue shirt. That's it. And when a man gets to the market, he says, okay, yeah, that's one. How much? Straight to the point. Okay, that's just. Do you have it in blue? Okay, give me the blue. And in 10 minutes, it's gone. When a woman goes to the market, have you ever gone to shopping with your wife? You told me you wanted a blouse. We are now in the 8th store. We have seen hundreds of blouses. You have still not seen what you want. It's because she's emotional. It is easy for a woman to go to the market and buy a shoe that is not her size. It will size her in the market out of emotion. But when she gets home, this shoe is not my size. I say, but you bought it. What's your problem? Hello? And you're wondering. Now, a man, before he buys anything, he's already thinking, do I have a shoe that will match? Do I have a tie that will go with it? Do I have a shirt that will go? So he goes to buy something that is missing. When a woman goes to the market, oh, lilac, oh, I like it, lilac. She will buy the dress. She knows what the budget is. She will now come home and say, honey, that dress is fine, but I don't have shoe. I don't have back to match. So you didn't know you needed a shoe when you were going to market and you are buying dress that you don't have shoe to match. That's the difference. But you know what? We need these differences. When we understand it, it helps us. You know why? When you are a man, there are many things you will not see that puts you into trouble because you are too logical to flow. Now listen to me. When a guest comes to visit you in the house and they meet your husband at home, what happens? Your husband sits down there and they begin to gist. How are you? So what's happening? 1 hour. The guy is not offering them anything. The guy is not asking them whether they want to eat. Why? Because as far as it's concerned, my house is not a restaurant. The guy did not come here to eat. He came to visit. Let us go straight to the point. Now let me ask you a question. When people come to your house, do you offer them the restroom? No. But if they want to use the restroom, they will ask, can I use the restroom? That's the way a man thinks. If you need the restroom, you will ask. If you are thirsty, you will ask. So if you are hungry, say, can I have food? You will ask. That's where. But when a woman comes and says, Brother James, you are here. Welcome. Honey, you didn't offer them anything. What do you want to drink? Emotion. Hello? So number one, men are what? Logical, while women are emotional. Number two, are you sure you're ready? Men are headliners, while women are broadcasters. So if you are a single person, begin to learn this thing now, because it will never change. So that you won't just be fooling yourself and be fighting a battle that does not exist. Men are headliners. What do I mean by that? When a man goes to work and comes back, and the wife or the woman asks, how was your day? What would the man say? Fine. Simple, fine. Now, when a woman goes out and comes back, and the husband says, how was your day? Don't ask that question if you don't have time for the story. Because when you say, how was your day? Say, hey, today was serious. Oh, do you know that it rained in Akosombo? Do you know that immediately you drop me? Before I forget, that brother that left church 2 years ago, I saw him. Is that what we are talking about? But the woman will go on and on and on and on, and the man will be like, so are you listening to me? Are you hearing me? Why? Because men are just headliners. Whenever you listen to the news, there are two sections. Hello, you're welcome to the evening news. Now, the headline. The president has approved the new budget. There was a crisis in Kaswa. Doctors are about to go on strike. Now, the news in detail. That headline is what men do. The news in detail is what women do. Hallelujah. Now, do you know how this service is now? If you get home now, and there is a man or a woman in the house, there are two different things. If any man here gets home, as powerful as this service is, when he says, so I was church today, church was fine. That's all. Oh, church was fine. It was a very good service. That's what a man will say. But when you get home now, and it's a woman, and you ask the woman, how was service? You say, hey, service today was serious. Oh, Papa showed us a video. Hey, I even saw somebody that looked like one of your uncle, your auntie. And then he story, so he said, hey, and then we have to go to church tomorrow. Singles conference. He said, are we singles? We must not miss it. That man they brought from there is very funny. Yeah. Whether he's a pastor, I don't know. Whether he's a comedian, I don't know. Hallelujah. But you know why this causes problem in relationship? The women are like, my husband is too secretive. He does not talk to me. And the reason is because they ask the man, how was your day? He says, fine. And the same man that seems not to be talking, when he's talking with his friend about football, or they are talking about that, he's a talkative. And they're like, but you say you don't talk. Why are you always talking? When they don't understand. You see, a man, when he's with his friend, can talk because they are talking about something that is mutually passionate for them. And he's not going to be seeing his friends every day. But when he's at home, he's coming into his sanctuary because he has gone to work. He wants to come home and rest. So he's trying to reduce everything that can result to unrest. And he's just coming home into the temple to come and worship and lie down. Hallelujah. So in order for you to get him to speak, all you need to do is to ask him the right question in the right way. If you ask him the right question in the wrong way, it equals to interrogation. If you ask him the wrong question, even if you ask it in the right way, it is nagging. But if you ask him the right question in the right way, it is communication. Now, women just need, men, let me give you a revelation. The women just needs to know that they are important in your life enough for you to share. And let me tell you something. When you come back, you say, I'm going to tell you the secret in their presence. It will still work, even though they are hearing it. I'm telling you. When a woman asks you, how was your day? She's not really jobless and looking for too much information. She just wants to be sure that your day was okay because she's concerned about you, because she cares. And she wants to be sure that you are honest and open and intimate with her enough to share everything with her. So when she says, how was your day? Say, baby, hey! There are many things today, but we'll talk later. Let me have my food. That we will talk later is an emotional massage. I'm telling you. Once she will talk later, she'll say, oh, thank you. After, she will forget. And then you are safe. Number 3, because of my time, let me give you 5. If you come for second service, I'll give you another 5. Number 3, men are moved by sight, women are moved by words. Men are moved by sight, women are moved by words. You know why? Listen. When God created the woman, the man was asleep. Are you ready? The man was what? He was sleeping. God created the woman and woke the man up. So when the man opened his eyes, the first encounter that the man had with the woman was seeing the woman. Say, ah, yes, bone on my bone, flesh on my flesh, she shall become woman. So because of that, men are moved by what they see. But when the man was asleep and the woman was being brought to the man, as the woman was being brought, she was seeing a man that was on the floor asleep, looking dead. And when the man stood up, the first thing she heard from the man was, wow, woman, flesh of my flesh. So the first encounter that the woman had with the man was the words of the man. The first encounter that the man had with the woman was the sight of the woman. So every man is moved by what he sees. And that is why a man that wants to survive must know how to have a covenant with his eyes. You know all the women we have today that will be opening their breasts, pumping everything, wonder bra. If you are a man, you want to make careful. You have to be very, very careful. Because what you see can ruin your life. Go and ask David, what caused him trouble? It was what he saw. Because what you see becomes an image in your mind. What becomes an image in your mind becomes a program in your emotion. What becomes a program in your emotion becomes an action in your life. And before you know, you're on your way to hell. So men are moved by what they see. Women are moved by what. That's why women should be very careful. So men, you need to have what I call a covenant with your eyes. Because let me tell you something. Whether you are anointed or you are an apostle, we see breasts, we see bum bum, we see shapes. So it is you that will now make a covenant with your eye to say, no, I have a better one at home. This one is too small to decide my destiny. Or else we end up in shame. That's how many people, because they don't have understanding. So when you are a woman, you have to make sure you look good and you smell good. When you get to the holiest of holies, there is incense in the outer court, incense in the holy place, incense in the most holy place, and now you are born again. You say you don't believe in perfume. What nonsense. You must look good and smell good. Hello? You know why? Because men are moved by what they see. So you now see a lot of women, the reason why there are problems in their marriages is because when they get married, they stop looking good. They now drop everything. You are wearing bra that is torn, that you have used red rope to sew a white bra. You are wearing dirty pants. You are wearing boo-boo. You want to sleep, you are wearing trouser, and you are looking like a grandmother. No man is enticed or aroused by his grandmother. So when you are going to sleep, you are supposed to put on a lacy negligee, a scintillating. There must be no bra, no hindrance, no obstacle, so that when the man wants to come into the temple and worship, he's express. Hello? You don't call it many women. When the man is leaving in the morning, how are you when he's leaving home? You must look so that the last picture he sees of you before leaving the house is beautiful. Because he's going out there are billboards, there are TV programs, there are secretaries that are bending down, all manner of things. So when he sees your picture, it will help him to delete all the other pictures. But when he leaves home and what he sees is a grandmother with disheveled hair, with lala and ikwe, then it will be trouble for him. So even afterwards, you need to look good and smell good, because men are moved by what they see. So men, there's something called the mystery of the neck. The mystery of the neck is that God has given you a neck to control your eyes. So if there's evil in front, you turn your neck like this. If there's evil here, you turn your neck like this. If there is evil picture everywhere, I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord. If there is evil up there, I close my eyes and I pray. I close my eyes and I worship. You close your eyes so that you will not see evil. See no evil, hear no evil. Hello, somebody. Women are moved by words. That's why everything about your wife should be complimented. A woman is like a flower. Your words is like water. When you speak right words, she blossoms. An experiment was carried out with 2 sets of plants to reveal the power of words upon flowers. One set of flower was put on the left, another one was put on the right on the windowsill where they had equal opportunity with the nature. But every morning they were both watered with water. Every evening they were both watered with water. But in the morning, while this one was being watered, it was being appreciated. You are blessed. You are a wonderful flower. You will blossom. You will grow to be a very beautiful flower. Your smell will be a fragrance of joy. We will prophesying on the flower. The second one, as they were watering the flower, they were saying, useless flower, you. All the water we're putting on, we know you are useless. This water will still not produce. You're just there. Nonsense. And guess what? After a few weeks, the one that was being spoken to blossomed. The other one dried up, even though he had water and the same thing. Why? Because your words are powerful. Words create. Everything that God created, He created through words. Words are the vehicle through which God operates. So when you speak wrong words, have you ever asked yourself, when God changed the name of Sarai to Sarah, she became so beautiful that even at the age of 90, kings were desiring her. What is going to be beautiful about a 90-year-old woman? When you speak to her, when you speak the right one, every time they say Sarah, every time they call her beauty, favor. She moves around, she struts like, yeah, because they are speaking good. But the reason why your wife is looking old like your mother is because you have killed her with your words. She goes to the salon and come back and you didn't say anything. Your hair is looking nice. She dressed and you did not say anything. And many Christian women now are involved in emotional affairs. They are involved in emotional affairs because there are guys, dangerous guys out there that understand Formula 6 and Formula 11. And all they are doing is using words to seduce the woman of your life out of your life. And before you know it, she's beginning to feel comfortable with the conversation she's having because you are not giving her the same conversation. So you got to be careful. Women, be careful when a man begins to speak those sweet nothings, because whether you like it or not, you will melt like butter. So you see a lot of women, they go to work and these guys will notice what nobody else will know. Oh, madam, wonderful. That earring looks good on you. Earrings. The guy is noticing the simple details. So wow, the pendant on your chain is just amazing. Wow, the bow on your hair. In fact, wow. And then she lives there saying, hey, the bow of my hair. My husband didn't say anything. No, the pendant. And she looks at it again. And then she goes to the bathroom and says, hey, the bow. The guy is married. She's married. But the guy is saying something that her husband should be saying. And before you know it, when she gets to work the next day, guess what? She will go by the guy's office. What is she looking for? Another compliment that nobody's giving her at home. That's how many men have lost their wives. Why? Because they don't know how to say the right thing. Single women, be careful when that guy begins to talk to you. There is a difference between a voice and a bedroom voice. When a man begins to use bedroom voice to speak to you either in public or in secret, be careful. Because when the guy comes, oh, hey, my sister, how are you doing? Sister Loretta. Oh, how are you doing? It's nice to have you in church today. You look good. Instead of saying you look good, you look good. And by the time they spiritualize it, I hope you know, I love you with the love of the Lord. Once there is a pause between I love you and with the love of the Lord, it's another love. Are you getting something now? So you need to understand all these things. They are very, very, very important. Let me give you one more and I close. We'll continue second service. When God, if you don't come to second service, come tomorrow now or go and buy the book. Did you pay for the seminar? This one is now listen to me. Listen. When God created the man, the Bible says Genesis 2:7, and the Lord God formed man out of the dust of the earth. So when God was to create the body of the man, He went to the dust of the earth to create the man. But when God was to create the woman, guess what? God went into the man and created the woman. So every man is naturally dirty and untidy, but women are naturally tidy and clean. So you find out that it comes from the root, because a woman is an updated version of the man. A woman is a refined version of the man. All the men in this house, I can guarantee you, over 90% of them did not cream their body this morning. I can guarantee you. Once they have their bath, they cream their hair, their hands, and that's it. They only cream places that people can see. Many men, when they remove their dress, all their body is full of all kinds of stuff because they don't cream leg, they don't cream body. But every woman here, I can guarantee you, over 90% of them, if you open their bag now, you will see something inside. And you will see it, because a man does not cream, but a woman, they have all manner of cream. Hair cream, face cream, hand cream, body cream, and then they say, I want to go and powder my nose. What's wrong with your nose? Is your nose a ministry? Between first and second service, they still go and powder nose. You know why? Because they just want to look good. And when a man does not understand that, it causes trouble. It causes trouble because the women have what we call the ministry of lateness. It's a ministry that women have. And that's why many people come to church late on Sunday morning, because their wives are dressing. Because when the man enters the shower, 3 minutes is out. But when the woman enters, first service, second service, third service will take place in the shower. So you need to understand that it will never change. Never. So what do you do as a man? Help your wife. A woman that is helped is a woman that is happy. So what do you do? As I'm standing before you right now, every Saturday night, I ask my wife, so what are you wearing tomorrow? We pick it on Saturday night. So what shoe? What accessory? What is the child wearing? We pick everything. I will iron everything myself, either on Saturday night or Sunday morning. And once we wake up, I say, baby, go and bath. I will go and bath the children, dress them up so that she will have no excuse. We give her enough time to carry out the ministry, or else you'll be late. And let me tell you something, If your wife is not happy, that day is already ruined. So you better behave. So all of you, hey, what are you people still doing? Hey, have you not finished bathing the children? Which one are you doing? Is it not two of you that gave birth to them? So you need to learn to put these things in place, or else there'll be trouble. Because, and have you noticed that some men, in order to break this law, they begin to bleach? How do you feel when you see a bleaching man? You see that you look at him and he begins to smell, so you say, what's wrong with this one? Because that's not your ministry. It's not your ministry. Hello, somebody. It's not your, okay, so I should go. Okay. So you need to understand that it's very, very important. So men, naturally, they are not very concerned about all those cream. But women, you see many of them, look at their eyebrow. They have shaped it. Look at them. They shape the eyebrow. They put this one there. And you are wondering, what's wrong with all these people? You are okay the way you are. If you know how much women spend on makeup, on cosmetics, human hair, Brazilian hair, they don't have a plot of land. They are carrying the plot of land on their head. The money they should have used to build a house, they have used it to buy bag and shoe to match. Yet their bank account is not matching their financial destiny. Hello? Okay, let me move on. Let me give you two more. Number 5. Now listen. A man finds fulfillment in his relationship with his job or career or vision. A woman finds fulfillment in her relationship with a man. And I will explain. When God created the man, the first thing that God introduced to the man was a vision. This is a garden. Tend it and keep it. So when man was created, his first assignment was vision, passion, career. When the woman was created and brought, the first thing she was introduced to was a man. So every man finds fulfillment in his relationship with his job, his career, his vision, because that's the first passion of his heart. But every woman finds fulfillment in her relationship with a man. That's why you find out, no matter how successful, how rich, how great a woman is, until she finds a man she can call her own, she's not fulfilled. Why? Because all the money, all the certificates is still not giving her what a man can give. And that's why, let me tell you something, as a man, when God speaks to you and says that is your wife, whether she has PhD or master's degree or 30 billion, or it doesn't matter, be a man and go there and propose, go there and cover her, because all the money, all the certificate cannot give what you can give. Say, I have master's degree. Can you master yourself? Can you marry yourself? Hello? Can you kiss money? Can you romance money? Can money impregnate you? Can PhD make you happy? So you need to understand. So when you understand that, you discover that it will help you. So have you noticed that most of the women, the very minute they get married, a slim woman, in less than 6 weeks, 3 months, she begins to come up. Do you know what has happened? Every woman unconsciously goes about burdened about their marital destiny. And the very minute they get married, they go through what we call they heave a sigh of relief. Say, oh, thank God, I'm now married. You see, that sigh is what releases all the frustration and the passion. They say, oh, well, finally, I have my own. And therefore, you know, it's all the food they have been eating that was not producing. The food will start working well, plus the extra one that the man will drop in, and then things begin to happen. Amen. Now, so what do we see happens? A man goes to work, and all he's thinking of at work is, I want to provide for my wife. I want to provide for my family. My children must not suffer. However, the woman is there saying, you don't even have time for us. Everything is work. Okay, everything is work. If I don't work, there's no money. If there's no money, you are not happy. Now I'm working to get money, you are still sad. So how do we settle this equation? It's a battle. It's a clash of the titans. So what you need to understand is that as a man, you need to have what I call quantity time at work and quality time at home. Quantity time at work and quality time at home. When you are home, be home. So if you are home for one day, that one day, take the boy to the salon with you. That one day, take your daughter out. That one day, date them, clothe them, do their own work. That one day, ask your wife, what can I do for you? Can I help you in the kitchen? Do everything, so that one day that you are there, you make enough deposits that even if you are absent for another 2 weeks, they will be eating from that deposit before you return again. So every time you are around, for those of us that are busy people, we're always everywhere. You need to make sure that you do what. For instance, now I came back from the US less than 2 weeks ago on a Thursday. When I came on a Thursday, the Friday I did not go anywhere. The whole day I told my wife, this is your day. Whatever you need, I'm here. Even if you say go and wash plates or anything, I gave her a whole full day. Then we had a conference that was starting on Saturday with workers, and then Sunday we had the conference to Wednesday. So I told her we are going to the hotel for 1 week. Since there is a conference, morning session, evening session, I don't want you to worry about cooking. I mean, for the next, because immediately we finish the conference. By Saturday night, I'm off to Ghana again. So we have been in the hotel since last 1 week. So we just eat, sleep. So she's not going to any kitchen. She's not cooking anything. I left her in that hotel. Yes, I said from hotel, go to church this morning. From church, they will take you home. Then you continue until I return again. Because for the last 1 week now, she's just there watching films, swimming, making pepper soup. She's not cooking. That is how you make deposit. So if I go again, I will have deposited. You don't go to a bank to withdraw money if you have not made a deposit in the bank. The problem with many relations is that we keep making withdrawal. We take each other for granted a lot. So as a man, when you are home, be home. Don't be home and you are carrying laptop and you are watching TV and say that I'm busy. You should be busy in the work at home. You should be a father, not a CEO. Then women, listen and listen well. The day the man now decides to stay at home, please let him stay at home. Because the problem now is the day the man now decides to stay at home, the woman that is not wise will now frustrate the man. Say, hey, you're at home today. No work. You put have seminar. Okay, no management meeting. And the guy said, no, I'm here. He said, are you really sure you are